Welcome back to the course, guys. In this lecture, we're going to discuss automation in FL Studio. So automation is basically FL Studio moving different parameters for you automatically in time. So let's say that I have a parameter here in the mixer. Let's say that I have the volume meter here and I want it to go up and down. Let's say I want it to go up when the snares and hats here are introduced, and then I want it to go down slowly and slowly throughout the track. I can do that with automation, so I don't need to actually manually go and like putting in the up and down like this. So automation is very useful. You can do it with every single parameter in FL Studio, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. So I have a new arrangement here with a very basic, simple kind of track here that I created. So if you want to create an automation of a single parameter wherever you are in FL Studio, you just basically go to the parameter, of course, and so let's say we want the FL keys here. I want this knob to be automated. It's very easy to do so. You just right click on it and go to create automation clip. So when that is done, you will get an automation clip here, as it looks exactly like all of the other clips, and you can see the difference between them. If you go to this list, so you have the automation clips here, and you have the MIDI clips here and audio clips here. So let's go to a third-party plugin here. I'm going to go to the Serum plugin. Let's go to channel rack here, and here I have the Serum plugin. So here you can see just a basic preset that I found inside of Serum, and what I want to do here is to automate some presets. So in this particular preset here, I want to automate this rate button here, because this is what the sound of this preset does basically. In this instance, I just want to automate the rate knob here. So if I right click here, I can't find the menu for the automation clip, so I just go to this icon here, and if you right click on it, you can see create automation clip. So first I have to touch it, the knob, and then I go and right click here. You can see Serum LFO1 rate. So let's do that. Let's create an automation clip for this, and now you can see I have a new clip here, and it's showing up here. So I'm going to take it down like this, and I want it to be grouped with the ARP that I have here, the ARP clip, and the ARP clip is basically the synth sound that I have here, the Serum synth sound. So I'm going to move it up like this, and I'm going to group it. So I'm going to insert a new track here in the playlist. So if I go to synth and just insert one, you can now see I have one new track here, and I want to move this down as well. So move down, and now I can just move this automation clip here and I can group them together. So if I go to group with above track, you can now see the automation is now grouped with the synth that I'm using the automation for. And this is just because I want to be organized. I can now see the automation here, and I can just expand them if I don't want to see the automation. So just to get organized like this, otherwise you will have automation clips laying around everywhere, and you don't know what the automation clips are for. So that can get very messy. So just make sure to group the automation clips to the respective sound that you're using the automation for. Okay, so now I'm going to demonstrate the automation here, and let's just play the track first. You will see why it's so important to create the automation inside of this particular synth sound. You can see it sounds exactly the same all of the time. So this preset, if I just put up the rate a bit, you will hear it speed up, and you can slow it down, speed up, and slow it down, so you can create like a kind of a rhythm for this preset. So let's just try that out manually. So let's play it so you can hear what I mean by that. So I want something like that. So I can either record this with my MIDI keyboard and link it to that, press record, and then you can create the automation by recording it with your MIDI keyboard. So let's try that out. I'm going to first link this to a controller. So I can first just use this rate knob just so FL Studio know what I want to control. Then I can go to tools here, last tweaked, and link to controller, and now I want to link this knob here with the rate. Actually, I want it to be on another knob because this knob is very sensitive and I want to move it very, very slowly. So link to controller again and just override it with this knob. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so now I can just record it and you will see what happens. So if I press record, you can see here what I want to record, and I actually want to record notes and automation. So let's press that and press play. There it is. So now let's take a listen to it and you will see the automation. You can also see it here in the background. So let's create a manual automation instead. You can do it with the automation clip that we created before, but I'm going to create it for this cutoff instead, just so you can see a different way you can do it. So let's get rid of the automation clip that we created first, and I want to automate this cutoff knob here. So let's just move it, just right click here, and you will see filter cutoff and create automation clip here. Let's move it over to here, and now I want to create like a curve here, so you can see it. I want the sound to gradually go up like this with the cutoff. Okay, that was a bit too quick, so let's create a new point here by just left clicking, and I can create a curve like that. Let's try it out now. Okay, so I want to make it go full speed there. Let's get rid of that point. All right. Okay, so that is automation in FL Studio. Let's see you in the next lecture.